see the number 7 team in the country, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Mustangs will kick it away to start. Here he comes with the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Falcons offense will come out first. Last time we saw these guys, they... firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cooks. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Falcons will hustle to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to swing it on second down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate.
Looking deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Falcons look to keep this drive humming. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, and this time facing 3rd and long. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So SMU's offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change...
Touchdown, Falcons! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. Looking for the two-point try. He'll set up to throw. Into the end zone he goes. Two-point conversion is good, and the lead stands at 11. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the Mustangs will punt this one away. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Here and you go for 2. Trying to surge it in. He goes airborne and he's in there for the two-point conversion. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. That's reeled in. It's Cole. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. The give on the option. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The play action fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. The Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 3rd. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Wide open downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
27, SMU, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5.
Returner brings it out.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Wants to go up top. He wants to go deep. He's got it down the right side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Mustangs are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Mustangs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Cole. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Mustangs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one at 2nd and 14. They'll run play action. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A little less room to work with now as the ball is at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And the defense got it. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Trying to beat him to the left. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Cole. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. To the air on first down. Back open in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Dead center perfect.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Cooks. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Looking downfield on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He lofts one down the sideline. Catch inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Got it. 1st and 10 coming up. Here we go. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Finds a little space. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. That is not what he had in mind on that return as he goes out of bounds and leaves the offense with terrible field position at the 8. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Corrals it at the 45. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the 1st half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it.
Threads it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Falcons! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Fires to the right. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. The sure hands, it's cold. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Mustangs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Grab near the marker, it's Fuentes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They'll immediately call timeout. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. gets it out quickly. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Mustangs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Now from inside the red zone. Here's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. Oh, it's blocked.
No way.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more.
Number 12 on the field goal.
Right down the boulevard. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas.
The Falcons will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Looking to throw on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Mustangs will punt it away on fourth down. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's going to take off. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. running play action. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Falcons in the hurry-up.
I feel like this is going to be one of those situations where you ask friends, where were you when this...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Air Force. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for you.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Grabs behind the line, it's Cole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the off-tackle play here. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Mustangs have pushed it inside the 20.
Football 7! Football 7!
They'll go to the ground. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Mustangs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're working that left side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
And, man, it is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now this offense is back on the field. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
Here we go.
Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bannister. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get the...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it inside the 20. And just like that, with the big play, they're set up as he goes out of bounds at the 18. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Oh, he got loose. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The Falcons are in the hurry-up. He's got his man. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. They'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Into the end zone. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. And the Mustangs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the RPO, complete. There he goes. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. 4 wideout set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. Be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the Mustangs are marching down the field. To the air on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Hard running there. He's in open space downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, SMU.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Falcons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Air Force. Great job by the back on the option. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. Here he goes breaking the pocket.
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback. But, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all the way for the huge touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Off play action on first down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Falcons! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They stretched this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Down he goes. He tried to get out of trouble, and this defense wasn't having it. The Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Zings it complete to the right. Quick step and go. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. And they'll try to tack on two.
Get set.
From the gun, looking for a man. Pressure coming.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around.
Let's go.
Looking downfield on first down. It's caught downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Looking for more room. He's at the 10.
And the defense playing pass all the way. They understand the situation beautifully. They've got to throw the football. They weren't fooled by the pass. They break on the football and get the interception.
Quickly complete. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Next to grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Lacy. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Holds it in. Brings into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Fires to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups and man. Those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. He'll take another shot here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Madison. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every...